Hi, my name is Gena Mayo, and I am a music teacher and a homeschool mom of 8 kids. And today I'm here to talk to you about using picture books to teach music in your homeschool. So I am, like I said, a music teacher, and way back in the late 90s, I got a new job as an elementary music teacher at a public school in Texas. And I was really excited about it because it was a brand new school. And this particular district had 2 brand new elementary schools that year. And so I got to be friends with the music teacher at the other school, and we would pass ideas back and forth. One of the things that the district encouraged us to do that year was to write a grant to receive some money for something, a bigger expense for our classroom. So I wrote a grant to get some computers for my classroom. I think I got 3. And my friend at this other elementary school wrote a grant to get picture books that she would use in her elementary music classroom. And I thought, picture books, what is she doing? And so I talked to her, and my eyes were opened to this new way of teaching, of using picture books to teach all kinds of fun subjects, which I have now since done in my homeschool. My 2 oldest have graduated. I have 2 in high school, 2 in middle school, and 2 in elementary school still. And I love using picture books to teach all kinds of things. So today, let's talk about using picture books to teach music. So I found a way to divide up into categories, 5 different categories for things that you can teach music in your homeschool with books. So the first category is composers. So what I encourage you to do is pick a topic, one of these topics that I'll suggest to you, and go to your library or hop online and put the books on hold, pick out a whole bunch of picture books relating to that topic, and you'll see how much fun this is. I used to use the library a lot, which is why I don't own so many, and I can't show you as many as I wish I could, but I have a few that I'll show you today. So here is an example of a picture book for a composer. This is Tchaikovsky, famous children. So there's lots of different, like here it says composers in the famous children's series. So there's lots of different composers that are in this particular series, but lots of books written about composers. So you are reading about the composer. And here is another one. This one is called Lives of the Musicians. And this actually has lots of different composers in it. And so it has this fun caricature picture. Here's Brahms. And then a story about him. And so this is another great one, Lives of the Musicians. Another book that is pretty new that I really love for teaching musical styles, which is the second category I wanted to tell you to teach, is called Music Is by Stephen T. Johnson. And so this book, it's hard to show you, it's already falling apart. It's hard to show you on video because it actually opens up like this, like really, really, really big. But you can open it and read it page by page as well. I'll kind of show you how that works. But this one's really fun for the kids to actually open up on the floor or down the hallway. So what are some of the styles of music that I'm talking about, the genres? So of course there's classical. And so this book is fun because it has a rhyme that goes with it, and it's telling you about the classical style. And then I'll come back to the other part that it has in a minute. And let me just go through the different styles so you can get an idea of what to search for. So here's Latin, jazz, country, heavy metal, hip hop, rock and roll, rhythm and blues, electronica, pop, And those are the ones that are included here. And then once you get to the end, you can actually go backwards. And when you're going backwards this way, it is telling you, I cannot do this with the video. Okay, here's a page I can show you. It gives you some examples of music to listen to for that particular style. So this one's jazz. See how that works? And so again, it has it for every one of those styles that's mentioned. But you can find picture books about opera or bluegrass or folk styles from different countries around the world. So there's so many different types of styles to study, and you can use the picture books to do that. Next, you can use picture books to learn about instruments of the orchestra. This is one of my favorites. This one's called The Story of the Orchestra, and it has a CD that comes with it. And this one is neat because, I've used it so much, pages are falling out here. So it'll start with a composer at the beginning, but the second half of the book, you're learning about the instruments. Like here's the oboe, and so it has a nice photograph of the oboe, but then it's telling you different things about it, like different types of oboes they have, and then it tells you what music to listen to on the CD that will give you an idea of what that instrument sounds like. So here's the tuba. Some percussion instruments. So there's lots of different books like this. You can even look up just families of instruments like the string family or the brass family and just learn about those instruments at a time, or get a more comprehensive book like The Story of the Orchestra and just go through it bit by bit to learn about the instruments and listen to them. Okay, the next category of books that you can use to learn music in your homeschool is books about songs. And I love these kinds of books. So you find a song and they have turned it into a picture book. Like Hush Little Baby, hush little baby, don't say a word. I used to love to read these books to my kids before bed or before nap time, and I would sing them instead of just reading the pages because they're so beautiful. So I have a couple of these to show you. Here's Hush Little Baby, The Little Drummer Boy, A Christmas Song. And these are neat usually because they have such gorgeous illustrations and just a little bit of the song on each page. Here's a really fun folk song called There Once Was a Man Named Michael Finnegan. This style by these people here is really fun because here's a couple of other books that they have. They have so many different songs that they've made, and the illustrations are so whimsical and funny. These are just great to read to your kids. Again, it's falling apart trying to find a page that is still stuck together here. So just such fun, whimsical illustrations. So this is another great way to learn about music in your homeschool, really simply, because you can read the book, you can pull up the song on YouTube and learn how to sing it and sing along with your kids. And then the last category that I wanted to encourage you to use picture books to study in your homeschool is an actual piece of music. So like an orchestral piece, or this is one called Peter and the Wolf. So it is a full orchestral piece by Prokofiev. And there's different books like this. There's some for the Four Seasons by Vivaldi, and some others, and I am going to put a link below this video so that you can for sure find all of this information and different ideas, even though I don't have pictures for you. But I love Peter and the Wolf. It's a great way to teach your kids some classical music because there's narration that goes with it. And I have to use two hands here to turn the page. Again, they're learning about the instruments of the orchestra because the instrument is signifying a different character in the story. So the oboe is the cat and the bassoon is the grandfather. And so you can listen to the music. Again, they also have these on YouTube. You can listen to the music and look at the pictures while you are listening. And it makes it even easier for kids to learn and stay engaged with music. So I hope that that has given you some ideas of how to use picture books to learn music in your homeschool really simply, really easy, and you have some great ideas now. You can find me at my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gena Mayo, spelled Genamayo, or at my all-encompassing homeschool and family blog, ichoosejoy.org, or at my music education blog, musicinourhomeschool.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.